Hey guys, it's Jess. I'm coming at you with another video today. I'm actually going to make a couple today because I do have the day off. It's the weekend and it's cold outside and I don't really want to go outside. I don't want to endure that pain if I don't have to. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a couple videos today. Say hello to Russell. He wants to be in the video. As usual, you're just meant to be a star, aren't you? Anyways, all these videos for today are going to be Funko Pop related, so I decided to try a new setup. I am sitting on the floor, nice and cozy with my heated blanket, in front of my Funko Pop shelf, since we're going to be talking about them, and I thought we would try out a different kind of setup. Let me know what you guys think of this, placement. But yeah, so I will get started. As you guys can tell from the title of this video is going to be Funko Pops that need to exist. Now, I came up with this idea because there are so many Funko Pops that I want that aren't a thing yet, and I don't understand it because a lot of these just like make sense to me, and I feel like they should have been made a long time ago, especially with some of the first ones that I'm going to mention, because they're lines that already exist. They're just these specific characters don't. So yeah, the first one I'm going to start out with, oh, and sorry if I keep looking down, I have this all written down so I don't forget any of them because there's kind of a lot here. So I'm going to get started before this turns into a way longer video than I intended. So the first line that I want to talk about is the Little Mermaid line. Now, for Little Mermaid, obviously there's a lot of different variants of Ariel. They have Flounder, Sebastian, and Ursula, who is way too expensive for me, but I have come up with a few that I think they need to have. First one being King Triton. I think he would make an awesome pop, and I just don't see why he doesn't exist. He's a pretty important character in the film, so I think that one is obvious. Along with Eric, I think they need to start making the princes for these princesses. Like, I feel like Ariel is so sad up there on my shelf without her prince there. So that one I think would be a good idea. And the last one for this line would be another Ursula pop, but with this pop, I think they should have Flotsam and Jetsam, her little eel henchmen, because I just think that would be so cute, and they are a pretty important part of the story too, I feel. They're kind of like her all-seeing eyes of the ocean, so I just think that would be a really cute pop, and it would be a way to bring Ursula back so people can have an Ursula in their collection without having to spend a fortune. I know that might irritate some people because then, I don't know, maybe the pop, the original Ursula pop might lose her value, but even just making it an exclusive, something along those lines, I just think it'd be really cool, and I just really want a Flotsam and Jetsam. The next one I want to talk about is the Aladdin line, and there's quite a few here that I have. Number one being Aladdin. I do not understand why they don't have an Aladdin pop in the Aladdin series. It just doesn't make sense to me. Obviously, Genie was a fantastic idea, and they have a Genie, and that's awesome. He's really expensive, so I will probably never get him. But it doesn't make sense to me that they have an Aladdin series with no Aladdin pop. The next one being Raja, Jasmine's tiger. I think he would make a super cute pop. I think Abu would make a super cute pop. Iago would make an awesome pop, and so would the Sultan from Aladdin. So those are all some Aladdin pops I think that they need to come up with, and they could do so much with the line, and I feel like they're just missing out on this, and I feel like some of these are just so obvious. The next one I want to talk about, I think, yeah, this one, I do have one more that is a series that already exists, but I think the rest are lines I just think that they need to come up with. So this next one I want to talk about is the series of Unfortunate Events. I think that they should make a Funko Pop line for them, especially with the new Netflix series coming out. All of the 90s kids that read these books, I don't know about you, but I loved these books. I loved these books so much. I reread them multiple times. Even now as an adult, I just recently reread them because of the series coming out on Netflix. I think that, I mean, there's definitely a market there for them, and I just think why not? Like, I would buy them. I would love to have them. So for these, I would just do Sunny, Violet, Klaus, and Count Olaf. They're the main characters, obviously, within the books. They could do a bunch of all the other characters, but I don't think that those would sell. So I think it would just be smart to bring out a series of unfortunate events for characters, and I would be completely happy. Sorry if my eyes look really tired today, you guys. Like, my allergies are so bad, and I keep feeling like I have to sneeze, and I keep feeling like my nose is running. So, side note, I really apologize for that. I'm realizing now that I look really tired in this, but it's just because I have the urge to sneeze all the time with these allergies acting up. So, I just am, like, trying to hold it back, but... The next line that I want to talk about is Angry Beavers. It's a 90s cartoon. I think it would be really, really smart to bring those in. I would definitely buy them, Norbert and Daggett. The next one would be Ariel Monsters, Oblina, Crumb, Ickis, and the Grumble. I think that those would be really smart to bring in. I think that they would be super, super cute and super fun, and I would definitely buy those. Sorry, I just had an itch on my face. The next line I want to talk about is the Rocko's Modern Life 90s television cartoon. I think it would be cool to have a Rocco, a Heifer, a Spunky, and a Mr. and Mrs. Big Head from the show. I think that they would all be really, really cute pops. The next one is a 90s cartoon as well. And this, I think they could go really, really far with this. Hey Arnold. They have a lot of characters in the show that are in the show throughout its entirety. So I think that it would be really awesome. I would love to have a Hey Arnold collection. I grew up watching that show. I have the complete series on DVD because it was such a big part of my growing up, like, as a kid. Like, I loved it. It was just an awesome TV series. So obviously I think they should have an Arnold. The only thing with the Hey Arnold collection is, like, keeping within the realm of Funko Pops, but, like, obviously, Hey Arnold has a half a football-shaped head because that's his thing. So I don't know how they would do it, but I think they could. Then I think it would be cool to have a Helga, a Gerald, a Phoebe, a Stinky, a Harold, a Sid, a Eugene, a Lila, and a Rhonda. I just think that would be really cool. I would probably get all of them. The next collection that I have in mind that I think would be kind of cool would be a Fairly Odd Parents collection. This is another 90s cartoon. I think it would be really, really cool to have a Timmy, a Wanda, and a Cosmo. So I think that would be really fun. I would totally get them also. These are all pops that I'm, like, thinking would be really cool because I know that I myself would purchase them. I feel like there's a lot of 90s kids out there that watch these cartoons growing up that would probably like them too. And this is not the last one. I have one more after this one, but the next one I really, really want to see. Hopefully they will see this video and they will see this because I'm so, so sad that these don't exist. But for the Futurama series, why is there not an Amy Wong and a Hermes? I know I've said this in the past, like how I want them, but why isn't there? There's they're major characters in the series. They're in, like, every episode. I think it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that they're not already in the series, but I think that they need to be. And then I think it would be cool to have a Kif too, because Amy Wong and Kif are so adorable, and I would get all three of them. And the last one I think would be really, really cool to have would be from the Snow White line. I know that they have an OG Snow White, and she's kind of pricey. I think she's around $35. But they have recently come out with all the new Disney princesses kind of, like, revamped, where there's a lot more detail into them, and their dresses are flowy, and I just think they're really pretty, and I want to see a Snow White of that. I also think it would be really cool if they came out with, like, a Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, like, multi-pack, and just have, like, all the dwarves in there. I think that would be so awesome. I know it would be really pricey because that's 7 pops that you're getting all at once in a multi-pack, but I would do it. I would. I think that that's such a fantastic idea. So, or maybe even have, like, a Snow White and the 7 Dwarves all in the same pack and just have all the characters along. I don't really know how they would do that, or if it would be even like really plausible, but I just think it would be so cute. I would totally buy it, and I would never take them out of the packaging because they would just look all so cute together. But anyways, yeah, that is all I have for this video. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, hit that button down below me and subscribe. Become a part of the community that we are trying to build here. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye!